Let's continue by open up ORK Framework editor and let's go to the battle system, and here we can see that standard or the general battle systems settings. We need to go to the real-time battles. We're going to make a custom battle out of the real-time battles. So here we need to disable the can counter, we don't need that, but we want to enable defeat on player death, death immediately, and end immediately. Next, scroll down and we are going to create a couple of events for the start and the victory. Go to your project view and let's create under our resources, events, another folder called battle. Switch to the events tab and then select the battle start event to create a new battle start event. From the event settings, click on that node and then need to block player control and block camera control. Also make sure that by default is use main camera as well. Save the event under the folder that we created before and give it a meaningful name like battle start event. So the first node when the battle starts is to store the current music that is playing on the scene that we are in. So let's add a store music node. The next thing that we want to do is to add a change music to change the current music to the battle music. So let's add the change music node, and from here we can select the play type as play, and then the music clip we change it to equilibrium. And I'm going to decrease the volume because it is too loud for my taste, so 0.3 will be good enough. The next node is to store the current scene, so let's add the store scene node. So it will change the transform of the player and everything that is in the current scene. The next node we are going to add is a load scene, of course, and here we are going to load our battle arena scene. Remember that the name of the target scene needs to match the name of the scene that we created, and also that scene needs to be in the build settings to work. While loading this scene, we want the screen to fade out. So let's click on the fade in the colors and the alpha, and make sure that the first color is set to black with 0 alpha, and then the last one is set to alpha 1. And for this one we don't need to fade in, just to fade out. The next node is to add a battle component, battle combatant and spawn combatants. So this node will be in charge to spawn all the combatants that are set in the battle component. The next node we are going to add is our custom called Unity event. We are going to use this custom event in order to, for example, disable the detection HUD in the enemies and change the lining stance to a battle stance or to a strafe type of locomotion. So let's create a new game event and let's call it on battle start event and assign it to the Unity event slot in the node. The last node step is going to be a fade screen. So remember that in the load scene we fade out, now we need to fade in. So we change the time duration of this fade step into 1 second, and then the start color is going to be with alpha 1, which is black, complete black, and then we need to fade the alpha to 0. Save your changes and let's move on. Next, let's make the battle end event, which is the victory battle event. So let's create that one. In the event settings, remember to block the player control and block the camera control. Save the event in the same folder that we created before, giving a meaningful name. And the first node that we are going to add is change music. So we are going to play the victory music when the battle ends. So let's select, in this case, the music clip that we are going to play is the Salvation Fanfare. Again, I'm going to decrease the volume a little bit. Now let's add a battle gains, collect battle gain. For the moment we are going to use this node in order to collect all the loot from the battles. The next one is going to be a change music again. So in this case we are going to fade from the current music to the stored music in the battle start event. After the change music node, we want to load the saved scene. So let's add the game scenes, load scene, and change and check the load scene, the store scene, sorry. We can leave the fade out as it is, but remember to check all the colors. And in this case also we want to fade in, so fade out and fade in. Save the event, and the next node is going to be again our custom call Unity event, in order to tell the game objects that the battle has ended. So let's create a new custom Unity game event. Let's call it on battle end event. After saving your changes, go back to the battle system tab, then the real-time battles, and assign the start event and the victory event corresponding to both events that we created before. So battle start and battle end. Since we are in the resources folder, remember to change the reference type to resources and save the settings. On the next video we are going to do a quick test.